Hello and welcome to Automatic Script. Unfortunately, the biggest difference between those products and services that have sold millions and have become household names and those that fail miserably has almost nothing to do with the quality of what's being sold. In the game of business, while it is important your product is high quality, without being able to explain the value and benefit of that product to your audience better than your competition, you will likely lose the game of business, and your competition will crush you. That is the sad reality. Knowing how to write effective sales copy and getting people to take action is your golden ticket to literally whatever you could possibly want in life. When crafting your sales message, you have two basic options. First, you can write the sales copy yourself, or second, you can hire a professional copywriter to do it for you. But with those options comes several problems. First, learning to write effective sales copy is far from easy. The greatest copywriters in the world have devoted their entire lives, hundreds of thousands of dollars, crafting that very skill. If you don't have time or the motivation to spend learning how to write amazing sales copy, or you just aren't confident that you can learn how, then you have the option of hiring a professional copywriter. But again, there are many drawbacks to doing that. First, the majority, upwards of 80% of professional copywriters may be great at the process of selling, but not great at taking that process to sell your specific product. And what ends up happening is they achieve less than stellar results for you. They talk big game, but almost always overpromise and underdeliver. Secondly, nobody knows your product better than you. Nobody. So by hiring out someone else to craft a message to sell your product, you're blindly hoping that the copywriter can understand the ins and outs and benefits of what you're selling. And more often than not, they'll know at most 75% of what you know. And that just won't be enough to make up for their better overall copywriting skills. Third, hiring a professional copywriter is not cheap. The lower priced ones charge $2,000 for a long-form sales letter or video script. The average copywriter charges $5,000 to $7,000, and the good copywriters charge $15,000 and up, all for a single sales letter. It can be worth it if it converts well and makes you more than what you invested, but even the best copywriters don't win every time. Oh, and did I mention that most require, and rightfully so, a 50% deposit up front before they even start writing? So where does that leave you? Well, it leaves you wasting time and money on a copywriter that could inevitably fail for you, and it leaves you walking away more frustrated and worse off than you began, probably wishing you knew how to do it all yourself. Now on the flip side, you could purchase all sorts of copywriting books from the copywriting greats, and there are a lot. There are some really great courses and books out there that I highly recommend you study. But with that, there are even more problems. First, it costs money to invest in these courses and books, and while most of the books you can get from Amazon for under $50, it's still an investment in something that's ultimately dependent on whether you can read it, absorb it, and most importantly, implement it. Secondly, it takes a considerable amount of time to read a book, a week if you're fast, a month if you're not, even longer if you plan to take notes and study the strategies. And lastly, and probably the biggest problem of all, unfortunately, copywriting isn't something you can read about and learn about and expect to be good at. It takes practice, and it takes lots of it to become great. And by practice, I don't just mean sitting down and writing a sales letter to yourself. You need to write and write and write, and then put it out to the world and see if anyone takes the action you want them to take. You need to write to your potential buyers, and they need to read it. That takes both time and money as you figure out what works and what doesn't. Copywriting isn't a skill that's learned overnight, and is unfortunately why there are very few truly great copywriters in this world. Alright, so who am I and why should you take my advice? Hi, my name is Brad Callen, and I've been marketing online since 2002. Everything I spoke about earlier are things that I personally experienced in my well over a decade of learning what works online and what doesn't. I built 7 different multi-million-dollar online businesses from all sorts of markets, things like health and fitness, to beauty, to software products related to pay-per-click marketing, search engine optimization, affiliate marketing, and I'm also the founder of the largest content creation platform on the planet, iWriter.com, which employs over 500,000 writers across the globe. I've been very fortunate to have impacted millions of online business owners in my 15 plus years online, and can say that without a shadow of doubt, the one skill separating those that have success from those that don't is whether or not they can write effective sales copy. That's it. It's not whether they can create flashy looking websites, it's not whether their product's superior, and it's not whether they have a well-organized corporate structure. While that stuff can definitely help, without effective sales copy, it's all just a big waste of time, money, and effort. And while writing great sales copy is definitely not easy, it's not all doom and gloom. I do have good news. The 2 options for getting effective sales copy written that I listed earlier, hiring a copywriter and learning how to write your own sales copy, are no longer the only 2 options. I now have a third option for you. And not only can this third option get you better results, but it can do it infinitely faster, easier, and cheaper than the original two options. I'm talking about minutes rather than months to write effective sales copy. Let me explain. In my 15 plus years of selling products online, I've spent several $100,000s on copywriting books and courses, some good and some bad. Now, just like in the world of sports, there are the all-time greats who have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. The same holds true for copywriting. There are dozens of copywriters that don't just talk the talk, but they walk the walk. These are some of the guys that have written sales copy that's generated hundreds of millions of dollars, some close to $1 billion. That's billion with a B. Hall of Fame copywriters, the legends I've learned and continue to learn so much from, and you should too. Now, let me ask you a question. How would you like to instantly download the brains of these Hall of Fame copywriters, allowing you to create ridiculously effective copy in minutes, using proven copywriting formulas that they've developed and honed throughout the years? I'm talking about the greatest copywriters the world has ever known. Copywriters like Gary Halbert, John Carlton, John Caples, Michael Fortin, Clayton Makepeace, Ray Edwards, David Fry, Perry Belcher, Bob Stone, and many others. Well, today you can. Introducing Automatic Script, the world's first and only SaaS-based software product that leverages the minds of the world's best copywriters to create insanely effective sales copy that gets your visitors to take action, changing the world, all the while putting more money in your pocket. With Automatic Script, you'll be able to use the sales writing formulas developed by the all-time greatest copywriters to instantly create sales letters, headlines, video sales letters, full-blown email series, email subject lines, Facebook ads, Facebook call to actions, testimonials, and so much more. Not only that, but it doesn't matter what you're selling. It can work for any and all businesses, no matter the niche, no matter if you're selling a digital product or a physical product, no matter if you're selling a product or if you're selling a service. It doesn't even matter if you're just giving away something for free. If you want someone to take an action, Automatic Script can work for you. Here's how Automatic Script works in a nutshell. Step 1. Choose the kind of script you want to create. You can choose from any of the script types I mentioned earlier, things like long-form sales letters, email series, headlines, and so on. Step 2. Next, you choose the formula you'd like to use. For example, you might want to use the copywriting formula developed after years of trial and error by a copywriting legend like Michael Fortin, who wrote the first online sales letter that made over $1 million in a single day. Step 3. Automatic Script will then walk you through a series of questions where you simply fill in the blanks. Things like, what's your product's name? What's the price of your product? What's the age of your perfect customer? And so on. Questions so simple a kindergartner, albeit a very smart one, could answer. Step 4. Next, you click a button and voila, out pops your full-blown sales script that's ready for you to review and edit if you desire, and download in one of 3 different formats: PDF, Word document, or PowerPoint. And that's it. It really is that simple and crazy effective. And after all, it makes sense, right? I've taken the hundreds of thousands of dollars of copywriting courses and books that I've purchased over the past 15 plus years and developed this brand new software product which leverages the copywriting formulas built by the world's greatest known copywriters, people that I owe much of my own personal success to. And when you take these proven formulas developed by proven copywriters, what do you get? Something that not only works, but it works insanely well. Guaranteed, where you don't owe me a dime. In fact, if you're not 1,000,000% satisfied with my Automatic Script software, I don't want or deserve your money. That's why I offer a full, no questions asked, 30-day money-back guarantee. Go ahead and try Automatic Script for a full 30 days. Use it to create insanely good sales letters, email series, video scripts, and more. Make an extra $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, whatever. And if at any time during that 30-day period you aren't happy, just send my support team an email and I will issue a full refund, no questions asked. Okay, I might ask you what you didn't like, but only so I can continue improving the software for future customers. But you get the point. Alright, now if you're still here, you're clearly someone that wants results and someone that wants to grow their online business. Unlike the others who at this point probably already left and are off to waste more of their time and money trying to find another solution. So let's get you what you need so you can start getting the results that you want. The simple, straightforward order options are listed at the bottom of this page, and if there's ever anything myself or my team can do for you, there's a Contact Us link located at the very bottom of this webpage. Click that and ask me anything you want. I always answer because I want people like you to succeed. And don't forget, I offer a full 30-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee. If you're not 1,000,000% satisfied with your order, just let me know and I'll give you your money back. You could gamble on a C-level professional copywriter for a minimum of $2,000 to write potentially failing sales copy. You could buy tons of copywriting books and courses, read them, study them, put them into action, and learn from your mistakes. The cost can easily add up to many thousands of dollars, not to mention the time involved, or you can invest just a small amount into the Automatic Script software and leverage the years of experience and talent from the true greats of this world, saving you tons of money and time and getting you the results that you want and deserve. So go ahead and scroll down to the bottom of this page and click the button below to get started today.